You shouldn't have any problems finding your way around the building. And here we come to the last stop on the tour, the main office. This is where you will be working, handling all calls directly to this office, the appointments, filing.
Right under Charles' nose.
Pardon?
Oh, well, I mean, there's so much to know. You know, it's my first day.
You'll catch on. Now, here's your desk. The typewriter table. It's equipped with wheels, so you can
roll it right into the cabinet when I'm done, right?
Yes. How did you know?
Lucky guess.
Have you been here before, Miss Lawson?
Now, why would you say that?
Well, you look so familiar to me.
But I thought you were here new yourself.
Yes. Well, it'll come back to me. As I was saying, everything must be kept in an orderly manner. Everything in its proper place. No 30-minute coffee breaks. No personal telephone calls.
Okay.
Mr. Carpenter will not tolerate it. He will repeat to you word for word what I'm telling you when you meet him.
When I meet him? You mean he's in now?
Oh, yeah. No, I couldn't agree with you more. In fact, well, I've got it right in front of me here. Yeah, he was charged with involuntary manslaughter. Oh, I think so, most definitely. I think he should have gotten a stiffer penalty than that. What's that? What's my stand on capital punishment? Well, now you're talking about a very lengthy discussion here. Oh, of course. No, I'd be happy to listen to yours. What? Listen, you're a registered voter, aren't you? Fire away. Yeah, right, Well, now listen. Now you see, that sounds exactly like an excerpt from my platform, only yours is a little more to the point. We're in total agreement on this. Hey, listen, thank you a lot for calling. Now don't forget, when you're standing in that ballot box, how much of total agreement we're in. Okay? Thanks so much for calling. We'll see you now. Bye-bye. So much for the opinion of Elwood Mackey. Do you know that is the 8th call I've gotten today from Chesterfield?
You keep your fingers crossed they keep calling. Now, that 10 grand you gave to the free clinic seems to have bought us into the neighborhood after all. Of course, I still say the pledge was overly generous.
I'm not so sure it bought all I wanted.
I take it you haven't seen this yet.
No, I got stuck on the front page. What do you got here?
We've gained 1 more mile to the Capitol steps. Of course, Wainwright's still in the forefront, but only by 3.5 points.
We've gained a half a point.
That means we're doing something right in the public's eye, my good man.
Do you know what this means, Sebastian?
It means that we have to gear up. Shake twice as many hands, kiss twice as many babies.
Yes, that's right, and wear a 24-hour smile. I know all that, but that's not what I mean. Do you realize that within a couple of months, I could be running neck and neck with Wainwright?
No doubt about it. But there is a way that you could cut some time from that. You could just use your charm to produce a Mrs. Lee Carruthers.
That's an excellent suggestion, Sebastian. I second it.
So, when are you going to ask Kate Phillips to marry you?
That's a very good question. I'm interested in the answer to that one myself.
Yes, Mr. Carpenter's in, but now wouldn't be a good time to meet him.
Oh, I agree. You know, you haven't even shown me the office procedures or anything yet.
Well, there really isn't anything else except, excuse me, Charles Carpenter's office. Yes, Mayor Arkner. Mr. Carpenter's been waiting for your call. One moment, please. Mr. Carpenter, the mayor's on line 2. All right, sir. The next one's all yours.
So soon?
Well, the only way to learn how to swim, dear, is jump into the water.
Believe me, I'm already in the water, and it's hotter than you think.
This is Mr. Carpenter's extension.
Okay, that's 7133, right?
Right. He's just told me to hold all calls. You know how the phone works?
Yes, I've used one like that before.
Good. Then I'll just leave you to get on with your work.
Okay, fine. Well, are you leaving?
Oh, I'm sorry. I should have explained. You see, I'm only here part-time, just filling in for Mr. Carpenter's secretary. She's honeymooning in Florida. Whenever the blushing bride gets back, I'll go back to doing what you're doing now.
Well, I know the position is temporary, if that's what you're hinting at.
Well, it all depends how well you work out, Miss Lawson. You see, my daughter's just privileged me with a new grandson.
Oh,
She's in the market for a babysitter, and I've already applied for the position.
how precious.
I'd rather bounce a bundle of joy than pound a typewriter all day. I'm on my way to see the little darling now.
Oh, wonderful.
I've left the number here, but please don't call me unless you absolutely have no other choice.
Yeah, fine, I understand.
Well, I'd better be on my way. See you bright and early tomorrow.
Okay, sure thing. Have you forgotten something?
No, I was just thinking again. You know, I'm sure I've seen you before somewhere. Oh, well.
Well, now that old Nosy Bones is out of the way, let's see what we've got here. Hello, Charles Carpenter's office. No, he's on another line. If you care to leave your name and I'll take it. Oh. Okay, yes, you can call him back if you'd rather do that. Okay, bye-bye now. Well, that wasn't so difficult.
Miss Van Winkle, call Harold Webster, tell him I want to see him this afternoon, and then send Mayor Ochner one of these stockholder reports. It beats me why he wants so many copies. And oh, and when the new receptionist...
Hello, Charles.
All right, what is this? You two ganging up on me or what?
Call it fair play. Amber, your timing's perfect.
Thank you, Sebastian. Well, when will my mother become Mrs. Lee Carruthers?
Amber, we've already discussed why I haven't proposed to Kate yet.
Well, then we will close the door on any further discussion. I think the time is ripe for a little action on your part.
Ooh, sure I'm glad you're in the modeling business, Amber. I wouldn't want to lock horns with her as a campaign manager.
Or as an opposing candidate.
I didn't come here to be the center of attention. I think the subject at hand here is mother.
Oh, I refuse to demean in any way. What we have is much too important to me to see it exploited or manipulated by either one of you.
All right. How about just boosting it a little for the good of both of you?
Or refined. And I happen to have come with a little ammunition. That is, if you will take my suggestion.
What are these?
2 tickets to an evening of Rachmaninoff's Second Symphony and Prokofiev's Third Piano Concerto played by Hans von Goethe, or whatever else he might be playing Saturday evening. Mother hasn't been to the symphony all year.
And it's high time she went.
Considering the fact that von Goethe is her favorite pianist.
And you don't have a thing planned for Saturday, Lee.
I get the message.
The performance is sold out. Mother is dying to go.
I love it. The patrician image is fantastic. It's just what the public wants now. An evening of romance with an ex-Kingsley congressman, listening to classical music with one of the community's leading socialites.
Complete with photographers on our heels.
Absolutely.
Then you've accepted.
I'm up against a stacked deck. All right, I'll ask her.
Listen to him, will you? You should have seen the smacker he laid on her after.
Sebastian, come on, you made your point.
Well, call her now. I think she's still at home.
Great idea. Go ahead.
Okay, all right, I'm gonna call her. If you two get out of here, at least allow me a little privacy in my social life, for crying out loud.
Of course. Amber, how would you like to see a hand-quilted map of this great state sent to us by the Needlepoint Club of the Marwick Retirement Home?
I can't wait to feast my eyes on it.
Okay, right this way, ma'am.
What are you doing here?
Charles, I'm sort of working for you.
You work for me? Is this another one of your tasteless jokes?
No, I was hired by the agency. Ask Mrs. Van Winkle.
Well, I won't have it. I just won't have it.
Charles, the phone. Hello, Charles Carpenter's office. Yes, yes, you may. Just one moment. It's Mr. Jordan Claiborne. He says it's important. Charles, what are you doing?
I don't want you in this office. I don't even want you on the premises.
Charles, be reasonable.
I am not required to be reasonable where you are concerned, and you won't get one other penny. I find this very galling.
Charles Carpenter? Oh, yes, Mr. Claiborne. I'm very sorry. Yes, we were disconnected. You may. He's standing right here. Just one moment.
Get out.
You can't do this, Charles. I was hired by the agency.
Would you like me to have you thrown out?
Well, what are you going to do? You need me here. The phone keeps ringing every 5 seconds. What are you going to do?
Very simple. Now do you understand? And do I have to ask you to leave again?
All right, I'm leaving, okay? Don't have another heart attack. On second thoughts.
Okay, you got Engstrom and Sons? Housing developments?
Yeah, okay, here it is, Engstrom.
Any callbacks?
Nope, not even a potential one. So how many in the hole does this make?
That's one too many. I think we got one job next month.
Yeah, and what is that, mending a fence?
Hey, if it is, we'll take it.
Yeah, maybe Gil and I should do a little fence mending on our own. You know, Peter, if it means knocking on every one of these clients' doors to convince them that we didn't have anything to do with the collapse of the Canterbury, we should.
Okay, you need a character witness? You got me 100%, all right? I'll vouch for this guy, too.
Yeah, I think I might take you up on that offer.
What offer is that?
To try to bring some credibility back to this company. Where have you been?
At the infamous Canterbury. You know, they still haven't cleaned up all that rubble.
Are you going back there? I'll grab a hat and go with you.
No, I have to discuss something with you, Peter. Marianne, would you take a break?
A break? Gil, Peter, and I are in the middle of work.
Marianne, take a break.
Well, yes, sir. I mean, whatever you say. Excuse me.
That bad, huh?
Well, it's definitely not good.
What, I blow a report, maybe add too many zeros?
No, it's nothing like that. I don't have any complaints about your work. The problem is, I'm gonna have to lay you off, Peter. You know what the situation is.
Yeah, well, I kind of saw it coming.
I've been handing out walking papers all day long. Marianne would get hers too if she wasn't my sister. It's just temporary, you know that, until we can get things rolling again.
Yeah. Well, what do you think that might be?
Well, as soon as we can recoup our losses, not to mention our credibility.
You know what bugs me about those clients, though? Gil, they act like we're guilty even though we've been proven innocent.
Well, that's human nature. At least we're gonna get the insurance. They're gonna pay off about 80% of the claim, and that should give us enough money to keep our head above water until we can get some more contracts
Gil,
coming.
what did you say to Janice? She was in tears.
Lee, you've just got to get to specifics. There's just nothing here that those VFW people haven't heard 100 times before.
Well, what do you want? A new perspective on the Battle of Gettysburg?
No good. That war wasn't foreign. Look at this. You cover Central America in 2 sentences.
Well, I thought avoiding the controversial was our rule of thumb.
Well, when the situation calls for it, sure, but this is no time for evasion. Think how Wainwright would deliver the speech in the same situation.
Ha! Clutching a glass of water and wiping the sweat off his forehead.
Yeah, okay, but you can bet that he'd remember to mention how much sand he got in his boot when he climbed out of that boat at Normandy. You got to hit these men on their level. They want realism. They've had to live it. You can't just give them some snow job about peace and brotherhood from all mankind.
All right, you've made your point.
stay away from name calling, okay? Especially with this much alliteration. Hefty, hard luck, Hugh.
You're right. Hugh the Rat sounds much better. Come in.
Well, could I be interrupting the meeting of two great minds?
Yes, but your interruptions are always welcome. Hello, Kate.
Sebastian, I am here on the urgent request of candidate Carruthers.
She certainly is, and it's business that can't wait.
Okay, okay. I don't mind taking the beaten path to the door. I'll finish editing this for you.
You do that.
All right now. What is this that you couldn't tell me on the telephone?
Did I say that?
Yes, you certainly did.
Okay, wait a minute. Now, let me see if I can remember what that was.
Lee. I did not make this drive all the way over here just to hear...
Just remembered. You see? Okay, now you stand right there. Close your eyes. Don't peek. Okay, you didn't peek, did you? All right, open your eyes. Congratulations, you're a winner.
A winner.
To an evening at the symphony with yours truly.
How did you manage to get your hands on these?
Well, it wasn't easy, but knowing I'd be with you kept me working at it.
Oh, Lee, you are exquisite. And Von Goethe on top of it.
Okay, what do you say? Saturday night, we got a date?
This Saturday.
Yeah, why? Is that a problem?
Well, Dave had mentioned dinner and a movie.
Uh-huh. Is that definite? That is.
Marianne, close the door, will you?
What's going on here?
Marianne, just close the door. I don't want the whole office to hear this, okay? I had to lay Janice off, and Peter and half the crew.
Peter,
Don't worry about it. He did what he had to do.
well, surely there was another way.
Well, I put off the decision as long as I could,
Why didn't you talk to me about it first?
because I called Dad and discussed it with him on the phone, and he agrees with me. We're hard-pressed even to make this week's payroll.
Gil, this company is going to survive.
You're right, if we do the right things now.
Hey, you keep me first in line when you rehire.
Okay.
Peter, I don't know what to say.
I said, don't worry about it. Just wish me a happy vacation. That's where I'm looking at. We're gonna get a nice girl, hit the beach, maybe do some surfing on the Outer Banks, you know?
Hey, don't become a beach bum now. We do need you back here.
You know I want to come back.
Good.
Okay, so what about Janice? Now, I realize business is slow, but we still need a secretary.
Well, I got that covered. Betty from accounting is going to come in and take her place. She's got seniority anyway, and she doesn't have much to do over in accounting now.
You know what? I never realized how much this company meant to me till now.
Too.
Do you remember when we were kids and we couldn't wait to come over here after school?
Yeah.
We even had our own hard hats. Dad put our names on them.
Toolkits, too.
Yeah.
Oh, get out of
That's
here. You
true.
had your own tool.
Yeah, I sure
kid.
did. I even had a Stilson wrench and what, pliers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to have everything you had.
Right down to the bag of nails. Really?
Yeah.
So,
Hi.
you are in here. Your secretary wasn't at her desk.
Oh, she's not feeling well.
Oh. Hello, Marianne.
Hi, Amber.
Peter.
Hello?
Well, Gil, are you ready for that tennis game you promised me?
I did, didn't I?
You forgot.
Well, that's okay. We can still go. We can still go. We were just about ready to close up shop here anyway. Let's go.
Stacy, get in here on the double. You close the door.
Peter, why don't we take Gil's suggestion and just call it a day?
Well, all right. Well, I guess I should clean off my my desk here or whatever.
I don't really think that's necessary. Besides, no one's going to be messing with your desk until you get back.
Hold it, it's the employee that pledges undying loyalty to the employer, not the other way around.
Well, no one told me that.
You've been real nice to me, Marianne. Thank you. Prescott Development's been real good to me. You know, with the scholarship and everything.
Well, you talk as though you've lost it.
Well, I just figured, you know, since the company's having
Peter,
hard times here.
No, the scholarship is still yours. Now, Dad set that up in a separate fund from the company. You have earned it.
As long as I keep my grades up.
Yeah, well, I think if you apply half the wisdom that I've seen you use here, you'll do very well. I mean that, Peter. You've really helped me through some rough times. I'm gonna miss you.
Sit down, Stacy. You've been going over your story here on drug abuse among the nurses. It's a good job.
Thank you.
You don't see much reporting like that around here anymore. It's accurate, and it's downright insightful.
Well, the nurses were very willing to talk to me.
Well, I hope you get that kind of cooperation from Russ Weaver, but I don't think you will. I want the same kind of thoroughness in your piece on him.
My piece? I thought Gene was handling that.
Only the straight news. His expose had a lot of impact, and it sold a lot of newspapers. But I want you to get a story that gets inside Russ Weaver's head.
Sort of a first-person point of view, even though still hard journalism, right?
Right. The kind of story I know you're capable of doing. First, you ought to go down to see Sergeant Brubaker. He's got a fact sheet on Weaver.
Sergeant Brubaker.
Yeah, then I think maybe you should brush up on all of Gene's articles. You know, there's a lot of information there.
All right.
Well, what are you waiting for? Get out of here. Get to work.
Yes, sir.